And we're gonna do something really cool with these green tomatoes. Aren't we, Jason?
Yeah.
Should we tell them or should we
Nope.
leave it
Ain't
as
telling
a
you.
surprise?
We're just gonna fry some tomatoes.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead in the kitchen after dark, because it's getting too dark too quick, right? But it is that time for fried green tomatoes. Some of y'all ask about fried green tomatoes. We're gonna do them in a new way, anyways. So here we are. Angela's taking care of something else right now, but we're gonna show you how Angela K fries green tomatoes. All right, let's go.
Okay, here we have our green tomatoes and our breading station. So over here, our green tomatoes, we have sliced them about that thick. You don't want them too thick, but you don't want them too thin either.
Is that about a quarter inch or less?
Yeah, around there. They don't have to be perfect.
No, goodness, I see that one's thicker. This
Yeah.
just depends on how they go.
Yeah. And I've seasoned both sides just with a little sprinkle of salt and pepper. And then over here, we have some buttermilk. How much you use depends on how many green tomatoes you have to fry. Because I'm more just teaching you a method. And I've seasoned that with a little bit of salt as well. And over here, we have self-rising cornmeal mix. What self-rising cornmeal mix is, for those of you who don't know what it is, some people who live in the far north or out west may not be able to find this. It is cornmeal, it's white cornmeal mixed with flour, baking powder, and a little bit of salt. If you can't find it, all you've got to do is mix white cornmeal, or you can use yellow, and flour, a little more cornmeal than flour, just a tiny little pinch of baking powder and some salt. And I also put more salt and some pepper in this to make it seasoned right.
Let's mix it up real well.
And just mix it in real well.
Yep.
Now, we're going to take our green tomatoes and we're going to dunk them in our buttermilk. Buttermilk makes them, a lot of people dip them in egg or different things. Buttermilk just makes them so much better. It makes them fry better. They taste better. The breading sticks to them better. It's just an overall better end product.
Does the acid content of buttermilk affect that flavor from the, is that what it is? It kind of breaks down that.
It kind of breaks down the harshness of the green tomatoes. It just makes for a much better product. And see, because I've got this on wax paper, I can just pick it up and shake it. And see, now you want to flip them over. And I like to kind of pat it in. That way you get a nice firm crust. Because without doing that, a lot of your crust will kind of fall off. But see, this way you get a nice good crust on them. Because I like a good crust on my green tomatoes. And we're going to do something really cool with these green tomatoes. Aren't we, Jason?
Yeah.
Should we tell them or should we
Nope.
leave it
Ain't
as
telling
a
you.
surprise?
We're just gonna fry some tomatoes.
Yep.
All right.
So I'll be back when I get all these breaded and show you what we do next. In this skillet, I'm using avocado oil. You can use any neutral flavored oil, or you could even use bacon grease or lard to fry them in. Any of it will be good. I like avocado oil because it's just a good healthy oil, and also makes everything that you fry in it really crispy. So you're going to get little particles in your cornmeal where the buttermilk has come off, and it's going to be little particles like that. Just pick up one of those and drop it in your oil and see if it immediately starts sizzling like that. Your oil is hot enough. We only have it over medium heat. You don't want to take it any higher than that. So now we're just going to start dropping our green tomatoes in. When you put anything into hot oil, drop it away from you, because you don't want it to splash up on you.
Drop it away, what do you mean? Put it in like that?
Put it in like this, drop it that way, so away from you.
Not back towards you?
Not toward you.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't overcrowd your pan. you want space between them. That way they get a good fry. Because if you overcrowd it, your oil temperature is going to come way down, and they're going to just start to steam, and they're going to be gross. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they're ready to flip when you start seeing that golden brown around the edges. You can tell that they're ready to flip then. Now remember, just like you put them in, flip it away from you.
Beautiful.
And see, you got that beautiful crust.
That's nice.
And that buttermilk helps get you that beautiful crust. You'll get a lot better crust if you put them in buttermilk first instead of egg.
Those are beautiful, Angela Kay. You're doing a good
And
job.
if you keep that heat on medium or low, or even a little lower, your green tomato will cook inside and almost get like jammy inside, and it will even bring out a little bit of sweetness that is in the green tomato, and it just makes them so good. Now this side isn't going to take that long at all. Okay, our first batch is starting to get done. See, look under there.
Nice.
That's gorgeous.
It is.
And you've got a nice crust on them. Thanks to that buttermilk, you've got a really great crust. Because they're going to be so crunchy. These are going to be like super crunchy. Because you can hear them hitting the pan when I'm pulling them out. You can hear them hitting the pan, and you know when they do that they're going to be so crunchy. That's when they're the best.
Absolutely.
Although there is another way to fry them that I learned from my mother. I'll have to do that, but that'll have to be next year. I'll have to show you how to do that.
This is all of our green tomatoes for the year.
Yep. So when they're still hot from the oil, you want to hit them with just a little sprinkle of salt. Not much, because you seasoned everything as you were going. You just want to hit them with that last little pop of salt. Now I'm going to finish up frying these last few.
Okay, we're going to do something else with these fried green tomatoes, but I'm going to try one first, just as it is. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Hear that? They're nice and crispy. So we're going to try the little one. All right. Here we go. Really good. Nice and crunchy, amazing flavor, and that green tomato has turned a little bit green apple-y. I don't know. It's just amazing. It's great flavor though. It's simply amazing, and what we're getting ready to do with it now, probably gonna make it even better.
So the surprise thing that we're going to do with these beautiful green tomatoes is we're going to make fried green tomato BLT.
Still fried green BLT.
So we are going to take some fresh lettuce
That I went out there in the dark to pick.
out of the green stalk. We're going to take some fresh lettuce and then some big slices of bacon.
Bacon.
Now we're going to put
A couple of slices of old fried green tomatoes. Look at that. Glorious. And by the way, that's Duke's mayonnaise, the only mayonnaise there is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, that's Duke's mayonnaise. That's the only mayonnaise there is, and the only way Duke is getting in my house. Alright? But, so, we're gonna take a bite out of that in a minute. I ain't gonna bite that on camera. I don't care. The point of the video is the fried green tomatoes, but we're just doing something with them. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate y'all so much. We love you. God bless you, and goodbye.